There is a crypto analyst known as Capo Crypto who is making some very significant predictions for what Bitcoin is going to be doing in the next couple of days. Well, if you look at the chart, it doesn't exactly feed into what he's saying, but he's not the only one saying it. So in this video, I'm going to talk about some of the really wild speculative pricing that he says Bitcoin and this crypto market is going to go to. Spoiler alert, it's going to go much, much lower, at least according to these analysts. So I'm going to tell you what they're going to do once those low prices are hit. And I'm going to talk about another crypto analyst, Dark Defender, who talks about XRP quite a bit because he actually referenced a tweet that he put out in February talking about what XRP is going to do and its prices, and it's very, very close to his bottom prediction. So I'm going to tell you what that bottom prediction is and what his top prediction is. And I'm telling you right now, in the cryptocurrency world, pricing with what we just seen with Terra Luna, anything can happen. And in this video, I also wanted to cover a cool new project on the XRP Ledger. As I talk about a lot of things, Ripple, XRP Ledger, this is one of the really cool projects that I see going on right now. And it's actually a project where they're building a DEX, an NFT marketplace, and a few other things that I wanted to bring to your attention because it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Hey everyone, my name is Randy. Welcome back to the Late Night Grind. Right now on this channel, we are covering the Ripple versus the SEC case, and as well as other cryptocurrency news, investment markets, and personal finance. So if any or all these topics interest you, make sure you hit that subscribe button, join the Late Night Grind community. Also, I'd appreciate it if you do three things: smash the thumbs up button, watch this video all the way to the end, and of course check out my Patreon link in the description below. If you do that, I greatly appreciate it. Alright guys, let's jump into it. Okay, first thing I wanted to cover was one of the coolest new projects that I've seen on the XRP Ledger. It's actually being built on the XRP Ledger by a company known as On XRP. So what are they doing? Well, they're actually building several things, and it's not exactly new. There's actually Sologenic, who is another company that I've covered on this channel many times. They've built an NFT marketplace and a DEX. Well, this organization, On XRP, they've built a decentralized exchange on the XRP Ledger, and right now you can go and trade and swap all of the different projects that are run on the XRP Ledger. So these include a lot of the big NFT projects, such as you can actually go onto the DEX and trade the different tokens such as XPunks, XLions, XCats, XStick, XWars, and many, many more, right? It looked like about 20 to 30 other projects where you can actually trade their tokens. And of course, not only that, they're building an NFT marketplace. Even though NFTs are in a big bear market right now, it's definitely something to keep an eye on because some of these projects, even though they're small and they're just starting out, well, now's the time to do your due diligence and find out which ones are going to be the ones that stick around, because in a couple of years, when everything capitulates and is worth, well, a lot more, you don't want to be standing there going, you know what? I saw that in a video a couple of years ago and now it's worth like tens of thousands of dollars. Maybe I should have done some due diligence. Well, now is your chance. So I'm going to put a link in the description below to this website where you can go check out the DEX, the NFT marketplace, and I also saw that they're going to be introducing some play-to-earn games on top of this ecosystem. So I can't wait to see what they're actually going to do with it. I love the expansion of the XRP Ledger. I feel the XRP Ledger is one of the best projects in all of crypto. Okay, so now let's get into some pricing action, some pricing predictions based on some of the charts, some of the data, and by some analysts that have been, well, pretty darn accurate over the last year or two. So there's a trader and analyst known as Capo Crypto, and he's been making some big predictions on what Bitcoin's going to be doing. In fact, the other night, he said Bitcoin's going to be going sub 25K, which it didn't, but he is doubling down and saying Bitcoin is going to go somewhere between $20,000 to $23,000 before any kind of capitulation, and having it go back up to 33, 35, and beyond. Well, so far on that prediction, he's been wrong. It did go down to about 25,300, but it capitulated before that and started climbing. And Bitcoin's been in a regression channel, which means it was in a trending channel, and it hasn't deviated out of that since hitting that low of 25,000. And at least as of right now, it doesn't show any signs of stopping, but we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on it. But going on one of the discussion points from my last video when I talked about the altcoin or the anti-alt season market, his prediction isn't exactly as rosy for altcoins as it is for Bitcoin in terms of capitulation and a upward price movement. In fact, he says altcoins and the altcoin market cap could be dropping by as much as 40 to 50% from current levels. That's horrible news. But he might not necessarily be wrong, because when you see what's going on with Terra Luna in the news, you see what's going on with their stablecoin losing its peg, with Tether nearly losing its peg, and now the US government is talking about regulation because of these issues and the need to protect investors at all costs. Well, yeah, you're going to have a lot of institutional money and bigger money stay away from these altcoin projects. Meanwhile, Bitcoin might be seen as a much safer place to put your money than even a stable coin. And of course, if you're looking to hold on to your money and keep it safe, well, altcoins during a bear market isn't exactly the place to put your money, unless of course you're a big wild speculator. Okay, so in the same vein, I'm going to be talking about what Dark Defender just said about XRP, because it's actually very similar to what Capo a Crypto said about Bitcoin. Dark Defender, he actually put out a tweet, and he referenced his own tweet that he had put out from late February, and he was talking about the price of XRP. And he says, looking at some of the charts, some of the data, his prediction is that XRP is going to fall, and you're not going to want to hear this, to 22 cents before it reverses course and skyrockets. Well, that's horrible news, but then, of course, it's good news if it does, in fact, capitulate. Well, it didn't get down to 22 cents, but it did get down to 32 cents, which was pretty close, and in fact, most XRP holders hated to see that number as it was anyway. But the fact that Bitcoin turned around and capitulated a little bit earlier, and so did XRP, in fact, it's up above 40 cents right now, I have a tough time thinking it's going to go back down to 22 cents, but nonetheless, he says after this storm is over, once we see Bitcoin climbing, once we see these things, once we see these markets stabilize a little bit, once we see stable coins stabilize a little bit. But in my opinion, the biggest thing is once XRP gets its regulatory clarity after this Ripple versus the SEC case. His prediction, his prediction for XRP, and it's kind of a wide gap here, says it's going to be anywhere from $11 to $197. Now, this is according to the charts, this is according to some fractals, this is according to what's happened previously. And it's kind of funny because $11, that's been talked about a lot in the past 2 years, talking about this Ripple versus the SEC case, what's going to happen once XRP gets clarity, once institutional money, once government money starts pouring in to use XRP as its settlement token. $11, yep, that sounds absolutely doable. $197, that sounds like a pipe dream. But you know what? After what's been going on in the market for the last 3 weeks, and especially after the last 3 days, and especially after we've seen Terra Luna go from $120 some odd down to less than a penny in a matter of days, anything, literally anything is possible in the crypto market right now. And not only that, I just saw an article with a headline that said there was over 726 million XRP moved in the past couple of days. Over 230 million XRP were actually moved in one chunk by an anonymous wallet. So there is obviously some people preparing for what they think is going to come. A big price capitulation for XRP, for Bitcoin, and probably some of the biggest cryptos with use cases. Some of the speculative ones probably not going to do as well. They might be down another 50%. They might be down for a long time. So nonetheless, the last couple of days have been absolutely wild in the cryptocurrency space. If you're a casual lurker, you've seen my videos maybe once in a while, I encourage you to subscribe to the Late Night Grind because I cover a lot of these news stories to keep up with what's going on, not just with the cryptocurrencies, but what the United States regulation is doing with it, what global regulation is doing with it. And with this channel, what I try to do is give a good macro picture of what the cryptocurrency world is doing. And of course, with one of my favorite projects, the XRP Ledger is doing, and the different projects within it. Also, I did want to make an announcement. Every Friday, I'm going to be joining DJ Culture, who has a live crypto NFT show on his DJ music channel live stream, which I'll link in the description below as well, called Desert Storm Radio. Every Friday from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States, he does a live show talking about, like I said, cryptos and NFTs. So I'm going to be going on, talking about what's going on in the market. And right now, there's a lot going on in the markets. So if you want to check out the channel, listen to some cool music, and of course, stay up to date with some of the market information and what other people are talking about, the crypto world, the NFT world, go ahead and check out that live stream. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. I really appreciate it. Thank you for smashing that thumbs up button. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.